House Bill 204 is an imperfect and flawed proposition at best. There are simply too many loopholes. One of the largest of these loopholes is that the bill does not address the real problem head-on, the problem of the experience level. And age is not and should not be the basis of how we judge a driver's ability. CarAccidents.com, a website used for crash data and images, says that in 2006, the number of fatalities and crashes by 16 to 20-year-olds was only 900 more than the age group above them, 21 to 24-year-olds. Older drivers had even higher fatality rates than those two groups, of about 1,500 more, for adults 25 to 34. This shows that teens only have a small number more fatal crashes, and that they are not inexperienced like we think they are. WorldLifeExpectancy.com shows that in America, 13.9 people die per 100,000 people in a car accident each year. In Switzerland, the number is only 3.8 per year. There is a reason, though, why the rate in Switzerland is so low. Getting a Swiss driving license isn't easy, and AngloInfo.com, a global network for information on any country, states that in Switzerland, the requirements for obtaining a license are very high. These requirements include a 10-hour first aid course, a driving theory test, an 8-hour road awareness course, along with practical, which is the actual driving on the road, and several other requirements. This explains why the Swiss have such a low fatality rate compared to most other countries of the world. The US simply needs a harder and more challenging test, not a brand new law to change everything. Germany is a country that is very similar on driving tests to that of Switzerland, but Germans get their license at 18. But even with the good training and raised age limit, the German age group with the most crashes was ages 18 to 25. New drivers are always at more of a risk of getting into an accident because they are new drivers, no matter what age they are. All countries, not just the US, need the best driving courses possible if the world is to avoid more tragedies that you've heard about today. This is one of the main areas that House Bill 204 falls short in. The bill fails to address that even if someone drives later in life, it does not ensure that they are better than someone else is. The bill does not leave enough room for teens to become good drivers on their own, not with someone there to guide them. You were probably always told as a kid that practice makes perfect, and while you will never be perfect at anything, you can always practice. Driving is the same way. It is an acquired skill set that requires years of practice on your own. If teens never experience what it's like to drive a friend home in high school, what will they do when they are driving several 21-year-olds who were drunk after a party when only they, the driver, are sober? This bill is not an option, and if life is truly precious to us, we need to give teens as much practice as they can to avoid the tragedies I'm sure you've heard about now and will hear about throughout the rest of this debate.